What's going on, guys? Welcome. Welcome to another live stream. Let me get my link spread around. We're going to start sharing our screen here with you. Smash that like button. We just crossed over 7,000 subscribers. So definitely join the community. Let's go ahead and start sharing the screen here. We're going to start recapping our video, our trades for the day. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay and see me okay. And we will begin. Let's see. Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah, I feel like that sounds better way over there than right up in my face. All right. Good morning. How are we doing, guys? Let me share this around real quick, make sure everyone shows up. We're going to put the chat on. Where are we at? Hello, hello. How are you doing? There we go. Hello, hello, guys. Welcome. Welcome. I do apologize for my absence. Been absent for a little while. Oh, why would I do that? Hello, I don't want to take up too much of your time here. Let me finish sharing this and we will begin. Just want to make sure everyone gets in, can hear me okay and see me okay. All right, all right. We got that there. Okay, we almost got it. Guys, we have a Investing for Beginners community private Facebook group as well. So if you're always wondering, what is he sharing the link to besides the Discord? We do have a private group, 70.3 thousand members, all wanting to learn more about investing. So that is on Facebook, but not everyone's on Facebook. That's why I created the Discord. Anyways, link is shared. That looks like that's shared perfectly. Okay. And then also trying to get more like into the whole Instagram deal, right? You could find me on Instagram, JohnnyTrades_IFB. We're getting around 2,000 views a month, about to cross over 500 followers. So it is a new account. We are growing. I have gotten a few Instagram accounts over 1,000, and some of them have been blocked, banned, or just lost. So help us grow that one. Okay, all right, there we go. So links are shared, guys. We're going to talk about the overall market conditions. We are going to go over the week so far, right? We're on Wednesday, so I did trade on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We're going to go over that real quick. Plus, I'm going to discuss future for LTE team and the trading YouTube channel. So, yeah, I'm excited to be here. Welcome. Appreciate your guys' time. So yeah, let's get started. So let's pull this up. Actually, before we start, let's see, was it this one? It was this one right here. So I noticed that 60% of you that watch this YouTube channel are not subscribed. Only takes a second. You can subscribe. It's free, and you would do yourself a solid by supporting this community and therefore also getting updates whenever I put a new video out. So let's get that number a little bit higher, guys. Okay. Now, nonetheless, let's see here. We got over 600 people in the Discord. That's growing very nicely as well. I did want to pull that up here and showcase something real quick to you all. Here is our week's date recap. As you can see, very successful month of March so far. A lot of green days. We had 12 consecutive green days in a row. Then we had 2 red days, very small red days, and I'm very proud of those. More than 2% overall. This was 2.5% overall, about $32. But by making, $220, $230, we didn't mind giving back about 30 bucks. Next day, I lost about 15, and then Friday we were able to have a green day on Friday. Monday we took a small loss, and we're going to go over that, trying to predict the overall market selling off just a couple of days too early, as the market has been very bullish this week. Now, Monday we lost 0.62%, which is nothing, and on Tuesday we lost 0.2%. So we lost $4 and $1. Today we locked in about $10 in profit. And I want to showcase that to you because even when you do have red days, we want to make sure that we minimize those red days, right? We can have a nice $30 day, $20 day, you know, even when the account grows, $100 days. But if we hold a red position and we hold longer than we know we should, right? We don't want to take that 1 or 2% loss, and we end up holding it 5%, 10%, 20%, 30%, 50% sometimes. You can give all those profits that you worked so hard for right back. So by making sure that you understand first, there are going to be red days. Not every single day is going to be green. And when you do have a red day, understand, hey, it's a red day. Let's get out. Let's reduce our position size. Let's, manage our risk as the best possible route to grow your account. So this is our Discord. Looks like we have quite a few active people right now in it. I did give some trade idea updates today, and we had someone share some profits this morning too. Even though he didn't trade with us and I didn't go live this morning with our LTE team at Market Open, he still was able to lock in some profits. Looks like around $40 on a TQQQ call option. So there are people who trade options, futures, crypto, stocks. They day trade, swing trade, and long-term invest. So we're a community with a lot of different people in the community who are making money. True get great on what is this, Monday or Tuesday without us. And did a fantastic job locking in, over what is it, $600 on Tesla, over $800 on a Tesla call, and then the following day made another 130, another 50, and then keeping his losses very small. So he did a fantastic job as well. This was me on my last trade, still up 11.52% for the month, $200. So changed slightly. That is slightly higher now. I'll give you an update on that because we did just add another $10 to that. Nonetheless, though, if you guys want to join the Discord, it's 100% free, and that's just it, right? It's 100% free. You guys are more than welcome to join. Link is in the description below, and it is the first pinned comment in the comment section. So now, overall markets, let's go ahead and talk about that. QQQ has been bullish since Friday. Basically Friday it started that bullish descent. It's been trading within this horizontal pattern for quite some time. QQQ bouncing off of 465 several times here, and then bouncing off of that 484 resistance quite a few times. Now on Friday it actually began to become bullish, and it actually pushed all the way up to that 484 level on Friday. Now during our Sunday night stock talk, we did mention that this was a key level, right? If it breaks this level, it will sell off and it will go down. Or if, and go back to those levels, 2, 3, 4%, or if it breaks this level, we can actually see it begin to rally. And actually that's exactly what it did. It rallied on as well as Tuesday and Wednesday pre-market all the way up to 494.64. So I went up $10 in 2 or 3 days, 2%. Now that's great for anyone who traded TQQQ, okay? Anyone who traded TQQQ would have made profits. So this was Monday, this was Tuesday, and this was today. Now today, actually the quite opposite. It sold off this morning right at pre-market, and now I didn't trade with the LTE team. We are actually on spring break right now. So for anyone who's curious, our kids are on spring break, which is just a nice break in general for all of us. I believe it gives us an opportunity to refresh and prepare for the final months of school for the kids, and also the final months before summer starts. So other than that, I've been enjoying my time off. I don't believe I traded Friday with you all. I believe I just did that on my own. And then Monday, Tuesday, and this morning, we did not go on the live stream. But I'm still thinking about you guys. I'm still giving you guys trade ideas in the Discord when I don't go live. We'll go on live more throughout this next week. I do want to continue our live streams in the morning. Some days they may be at 7:30 at market open. Some days they may be a bit delayed, maybe around 8 o'clock. But that is the future for our YouTube stock trading. I also noticed I'm getting way more views and way more subscribers coming in for monthly paying stocks and ways they can make monthly income with dividends. So I will probably be incorporating that more into the YouTube channel, as well as, you know, some swing trades, some long-term investing, as well as our day trading still. So a lot to provide to you all. I'm excited to be able to provide that to you all, and for free, still 100% free. We're going to make sure we keep this YouTube channel as free as possible, as well as a Discord, our Facebook private group, all sent free, guys, for the time being. Okay. So yeah, so that is the overall direction that we're going to take. Now, with that said, this sets up for a nice opportunity with QQQ today. It began selling off from 494.64, and I noticed this pre-market. It was about 7 a.m. I was laying in bed, and I just woke up, and I was like, this looks interesting. A lot of consolidation right in this level here. It was below that moving average on the 5 minutes, so I actually took a trade on SQQQ. And as you can see here, pretty solid trade. I started at 9:02, so at 7:02 my time, I took shares. Now, I also want to let you guys know that I did hold 5 shares from yesterday. So on Monday, I traded this thinking there'd be a reversal. Remember, at that key level here well, it actually began to go up. So this is where I did a really good job. I had a really good position here. Right around, yeah, it was like $600, nothing too crazy, going really light. Again, light position here on Monday, and then sold you know, all the shares I had at $34 even, because that was where my stop loss was. So buying in at, you know, 34.20s, I only lost about 20 cents per share. Nothing too crazy. Okay, still continuing to sell off. Now, I did buy another 5 shares, you know, about $160 or so at 33.78. Now, I did think yesterday, look, this is really good opportunity for it to start reversing, and then, you know, basically it didn't. So what I did was I held on to these 5 shares thinking it would gap up in the morning, and actually sold off after hours, and then gapped up, looks like around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Between 9:30 and 10 o'clock, it gapped up very nicely up to that $33 level. And then that's when I started to add to my position. I added another 5 shares here at 7:02. And again, I was down right now. I was down in this position. I think my average is way up here, 33.78, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I said. Yeah, 33.78. So I bought some more down here at 33.11. I bought another 5 at 33.22, and then I bought just a few more at 33.24. So that gave me a nice little new average. I think my average was like 33.50, 33.45. I can't exactly remember, and I should have actually live streamed it or recorded it at least. And as QQQ began to sell off, huge sell off here, and we took advantage. About, what is this, 7, almost 8 o'clock, about an hour in on this trade, and I began selling at 33.86, and then I sold my last little bit at $34. So $34 was my Monday, and today it was my take profit. So it's amazing how that works out. Solid trade. The only thing I wish I would have done was hold these 17 shares a little bit longer, all the way up to where it actually would break. And again, this was trading on my phone, so I don't really get the best indicators and have all the best charts on my phone like I would on the computer. So you know, I locked profits in on this first red candle when it started to break that high, but what I could have did was just held a little longer and waited and blocked in another like $10 or so. So it would have been a $20 day instead of like a $10 day. Nonetheless, Still, QQQ is selling off, and this is exactly what we wanted to see. On the 4-hour chart, you can see this is selling off very aggressively today compared to other days, and it's actually kind of looking like it got rejected off of that moving average there. So when looking at it on even the daily chart, it got rejected off of that moving average very hard. Very hard. And we're going to see if this will now continue selling pressure down to a lower level, or will this now retrace and begin to go back up? I believe this can come down even more. You know, it could sell off another 20% to like 400s, maybe 380 levels. But that's just what I think right now, okay? SQQQ, big push up. Look at this. 34.40. Again, just holding on to our position, being a little bit more patient here, could have resulted in quite a bit more profits for sure. So another 40 cents from where I sold at those highs, another 60, 70 cents from where I sold down here. Buying at 33.11, selling at 34.40, literally almost $1.50 per share. So QQQ selling off today, and this is great. This is what we've been waiting for. You know, it had this nice pop above this resistance, which is now acting as a support. Does it hold support at 484 and get a nice retest at 484, or does this get a retest at 482? Or does it begin to sell off and begin to make lower lows overall, right? Overall making lower lows. Very curious to see what happens. This is the first time actually since 2023, okay? Since the end of 2022, this is the first time it's below the moving average. You see that? The very first time it's below the moving average since the end of 2022, beginning of 2023. So that's definitely not good. Now, somebody asked about Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and talk about Bitcoin for them. Okay, a lot of consolidation right in this area. Now, we are using the 30-minute time frame here. Hope you are still watching, as this was a request from Chirag Goswami. Okay, a lot of consolidation at about 88.4, 88.3. It got a lot of support right around, I'd say 86.5, maybe even just 86.3. Let's go 86.4. Let's go 86.4, okay? So what do you guys see here? What do you see here? You see easily that this is bullish, okay? If we look at the 1 hour, it's been bullish. It's been in trading within this horizontal pattern for quite some time. 76, you know, would be the higher time frame. Well, I'd say maybe even 81. 81,000 would be a nice support level overall. And it looks like it had, you know, a nice area around 90,000. Okay, so we're going to put these levels here just to show you a bigger picture. Now, it was trading very volatile within these levels, and then it was trading horizontally within these levels. Now, it made a new high, okay? It broke above that horizontal pattern, and now it's trading within this pattern. Do you guys see this horizontal pattern here? It's like a basketball or a ping pong ball that's going back and forth. It's hitting the ceiling, the ground, ceiling, the ground, ceiling. A little bit above the ground, but still hitting the ceiling, and now all the way back down to the ground, right? Support. So a couple things can happen here on the 30-minute. Now, on the 30-minute time frame, this is a very strong support, 86.4. And it's also above this moving average. Now, it's actually trying to bounce off of this moving average, which, hey, it's done in the past. It can get nice bounces off of a moving average right here. It had a lot of support there and then it pushed up. And so because of that, it's still very bullish. This has the potential to, you know, it can bounce off of that level, go up about 2%, about $2,000 back to 88,000. Now, the big thing is your criteria for whatever trade you want to take going to fit into that $2,000, right? It's only 2%. Does 2% fit your criteria? And does it make sense to you, right? If you were to trade, say, Riot, you know, you might get a better percentage off a Riot compared to trading Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes up 2%, you know, maybe Riot goes up 12%, right? Or Clean Spark, or even Mara, right? We've had our days where we've traded Mara. Um, I'm actually going to, can I copy this? No, I can't copy it. So yeah, so Bitcoin, I believe it can still sell off more, but again, it's at a key level. So just watch this 86,400. Like I'll set an alert at 87, 87.1. If it goes above 87.1, then sure, it might be more bullish. If it goes below this moving average though, and gets below like 86.3, 86.4, then this could actually be very bearish and it could actually sell off even more. So I'm gonna set my alerts and I'll keep you guys up to date in the group. Overall markets, let's see. I want to talk about a couple of companies too before we go, just to give you an update on our companies that are that we're watching basically for our Sunday stock talk. And then setting these alerts. Look, I had an alert set for 493. So if it broke above this alert here, then that would be considered bullish on the day. But because it never broke above, it's very bearish. And now we are looking for a new low, or we're looking for a potential reversal. And if it does begin to reverse, then we could take a trade in TQQQ. It all depends on this. So let's go ahead and go over a couple of these companies here. Tesla is very bearish today. As you can see, a very nice spike yesterday and then began a sell-off at 291. Now all the way down to 274 again for a 4% sell-off. AMD, again, same thing, selling off. Had those all-time highs from 115 down to 110. NVIDIA also selling off from 120 to 113. And this is what I wanted you guys, this is what we talked about on Sunday. Just because we have a couple of days or a week or two of a rally does not mean these companies have to go up. We can still be in an extremely bearish market right now. Still below the 200-day moving average, okay? It's been selling off very fiercely, and now it tried to push back up and got strongly rejected. Now this is easy. It can continue to be bullish, right? 3 stages of reversal. This is just a little bit of a sell-off here, and it could actually begin to retrace. But it could also sell off even more, and we could even get into even crazier levels. Like this thing could really sell off, okay? And it isn't getting above. I wish I can get rid of all these stupid little indicators here, but if you can see right here, it's not getting above the moving average. It's not above the moving average at all. Okay, so very bearish still on the week. Nonetheless, everything's selling off today. NVIDIA down 5%, Google down 2%, Microsoft down 1% point from close yesterday, Meta down almost 2%, Amazon down almost 2%, and Apple down about a 0.5% point. Now, it doesn't mean the markets can't recover, right? They've been bullish for 3-4 days. They can sell off a little bit, and then they can actually begin to go back to bullish, right? It doesn't mean they have to continue to sell off. Now, with that said though, overall market conditions for today is ish, right? It's sold off. But now look at this, starting to see a green candle. Is this a bull trap? Is it going to bounce off of this moving average the same way we talked about Bitcoin, right? We have a moving support level and get a nice bounce back up to previous pre-market levels and higher. Or if this does break this little tiny moving average here, then we will get even more selling pressure and very easily be able to go to a much lower price target, okay? So, a couple of companies here. Let's look at the VIX. VIX isn't looking bad actually. On the 30-minute, look how much greed there was recently. Look how much fear there's being instilled now. And now it's starting to try to curl over. If it begins to have more fear, then people will begin to take out more money and they won't trade as much, etc., right? Okay, and then stocks that we're going to watch today. Tempest. Now, we called this out on Sunday. I'm super pumped for anyone who took this trade because we called this out on Sunday. This was Wednesday. This was Tuesday. This was Monday. This was Friday, right? So we've seen this spike up. It hit this previous level here. On the 4-hour, it started looking really juicy as it's creating this weird like ascending horizontal pattern, slightly ascending horizontal pattern here on Tempest AI. So we noticed this on Sunday, called it out, and anyone who was able to buy in even at 51, 50, 52, or even $53 was able to make a very nice amount of money. Even buying it Monday pre-market could have resulted in a nice 13% profit. Now it has actually begun to retrace and get back below that moving average to begin to sell off. Do I think this is a good trade now? No. No, it was a good trade on Sunday and Monday and maybe even Tuesday, but not today. Oh, definitely not Tuesday either. But Friday and Monday, perfect time to take a trade. Today, not so much, right? We want to wait for that confirmation. We want to get it above this moving average. It got rejected off of this moving average, meaning that it's bearish, which means it's going to begin to go down. Now, if it didn't get rejected and actually was above it, you would actually continue to see this going up. So Tempest AI was a nice winner today, or this week. Celsius, again, we called Celsius out as far as a three-stage reversal. Very nice, right? Going from 25 to 36, selling off all the way down to this $25 level, giving it a very nice area to load up in this support range level. And once it took off above this, what was resistance at 26.58, and then validating it with support, it took off and started going all the way back up. Once it broke this level, it pushed up to highs in about 18 days. So in the time the market's been consolidating and been horizontal, Celsius has actually been going up. And this is the energy drink, the newer kind of energy drink. So it's up 32%, 33% on the in less than 3 weeks. Now it's beginning to sell off. Look exactly what it did. It touched that $36 resistance pretty much again, and now it's selling off. I'd love to see this come back down to 25, 26 again, start getting a very nice horizontal pattern playing out. Doesn't mean it has to. This can actually sell off to 30 and get a bounce. It could sell off to 33, 34 and get a bounce. And this can also go back down to $21. So for right now, this is just on our watch list, because this trade is no longer relevant. Trade a week ago, it was a good trade a couple days ago. Now, not so much a good trade to take long, okay? Century Aluminum, this was another company we called out on Sunday. We were looking at it selling off. I'd love to get it in I'd love to get in to this company when it hits about $17. I believe is a really good price point. $16.50, somewhere around there would be our loading zone for Century Aluminum. Now there are tariffs, of course, that affected this company, but I mean, it's trading horizontally, so I'm going to take advantage as long as it keeps trading these patterns. As you can see, it pushed from $17 to $21 for a $4 per share profit, 23% move in about 3 weeks. Again, it did the same thing. It sold off, came back down to the 1630 level, had a nice breakout to 22 for a 38% profit in 2 weeks. Sold off again, did it again, 17 to 21, another 23% profit, and again 1650 to 21, a 26% profit. And both of these moves were within 6 to 8 days. So in 7 days, making 23% profit, that's amazing. My goal is to make, 10% a week, 40% a month. So if you can make half of my monthly goal in 1 week, that's fantastic. So Century Aluminum would be another one that we're watching. Once it crosses around $17, we'll be loading up on that. Palantir is also, it's selling off right now, but it's another one of those companies that's somewhat influenced by the market, has a nice, bullish pattern from $70 to $98, pushed up 40%, guys. 40% in 2 weeks. Great trade. We've been talking about this all week in our Sunday stock talks, if not all month and all year. So Palantir selling off now, giving back about 5%. Let's see if we get a bounce. Get a bounce around 89.50. If we do, then we can actually begin to load up on this one as well, and try to chase that high up to that $100 mark. Now, if it doesn't and it breaks this, more selling pressure will begin, and maybe we get Palantir a little cheaper, maybe $80, $75, $70, something like that. SoFi also looking very good from $10 to $13, $14. Now selling off again, going to be testing that moving average. SMCI trading in this weird horizontal pattern, as you can see, a very horizontal pattern indeed. Can't get above like 43 and hold. Selling off to 37, and it looks like it actually broke that 37 previous range here, which looks like it could have been a strong support right around that level. And it looks like it actually is now selling off. So Lunar, also a company we've been watching. We traded it up in these high levels, like 24.95. We traded it up in those levels, and now it's down to $6 previously, holding that support at $6. I feel like that would have been a nice loading zone for Lunar. Initiative Machine Inc. pushed up to 975 and is now selling off of that 975. So it looks like 930, 950-ish, 940 is going to be that resistance. And again, I would love to see this push up back to those $200 marks, be able to buy a few shares. Even buying at $7 and selling at 9, that's a 34% profit. So you don't need this to go up 10, 20, 30, $40. Although, it very easily could. Once this actually gets more hype, it can go up 100, 200%. And now we're really getting into some nice money. So Lunar's definitely on the radar. If it breaks $10 and holds, I would love to buy some at $10. So I'm setting alert above dollars. And then if it actually sells off below this moving average, say it gets in that $8 range, I wouldn't mind buying at around that $8 or less range for that nice opportunity for a reversal setup. XPEV, again, one of those companies that was really strong. We've been talking about it for a long time. It's been pushing up, and it finally peaked at 27.15. Now, this is a Chinese electric car company, but with a twist. By 2026, they want to be able to provide flying vehicles to the public to use as they will. They'll be road ready and air ready. That is the plan anyways for XPEV or Xpeng Inc. Again, China-based company, so don't know how some of you feel about that, but that's what we're seeing here. So we're seeing a bit of a bounce off of this $20 level, about 2025. We'll see if that's true, if it does hold, as it does look like it bounced up and now has made a higher low since it's touched that 2024 level. So excited to see what happens. This has a great opportunity as well. Even from $21 levels back up to 27, a nice 30% profit. So we're definitely going to be watching this company as well as time goes on. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. We talked a lot about the overall market, Bitcoin, companies that I'm actually looking at, and a lot of potential for these future days, weeks, and even months ahead. If the market wants to sell off more, one, we'll short the market by using SQQQ and make money as the market begins to sell off more aggressively. Or if it does begin to recover, and at the same time with the market selling off, we can also buy cheaper stocks. Those really good long-term stocks that we'd love to hold in our portfolio, we can buy more at a cheaper price. Okay. Now, on the other hand, if the markets begin to recover at these levels, well, then we'll go long. We'll make money by trading at TQQQ, and we'll make money when a lot of these companies do begin to recover. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for the future, for not only my trading, but also your trading and for the community. Very excited to see how big we can grow our community of LTE members. So sound looks like it's getting some resistance at 1050. We talked about this on Sunday. We want to see this come down to about 850, maybe even $7 range. That way we can actually start loading up and getting a nice little position started in that 850 range. 850 to 1050, $2 per share, 24% profit, guys. Really, we're aiming for 2% a day. If we can make 2% a day for our overall account, we'll make 10% a week. 40% a month. We'll double our account size every 10 weeks. So we'll be able to basically 4 times our account value in a year. That is the goal. That is the plan. That's what we're doing here. And by being consistently profitable, locking in 1 to 2% every day, and by reducing our risk and having good risk management, making sure we only lose 1 or 2% when we do have red days, then that can result in growing your account very fast. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed today's recap video, kind of all in one video to catch up everyone on the overall market. Questions? Do you guys have any comments, concerns, anything else you'd like me to look at? Looks like QQQ is trying to recover for a nice reversal. We'll see what happens, or if this is going to be a bull trap. Let's go ahead over to the let's see, about 7 calls here. Let's see how this goes. Calls for 9 days out at strike price of 490, so I guess we'll see. Okay, 9 days for it to recover to 490. I'd say that's pretty good, Lousy Cook. Because if we do begin to recover, then I believe 490. I mean, 490 is like right there, right? Monday's level. So definitely very possible. I could see why you got a call for it. Interesting. How about a put for 480? For 480. How about a put for 480? If this begins to sell off, is that something you would do? Would you have a put? Where'd you go? There you go. I want to know, let's see. Let's do this. We're going to start a poll. Create a poll. Do you think markets will go to 490 bullish or 480 bearish? This could happen either way, right? I'd love to know what you guys think. Did it work? I think it worked. All right. Do you think the markets will be bullish? Can I vote? Can I vote? No, I can't vote on my own. Okay. Well, definitely vote, guys. I'd love to know what you think. If you think the markets will recover and go to 490, or if they will actually begin to sell off even more and go to 480. 480. Or is it going to bounce at 484? I'd love to know your thoughts on that. What happened? Oh, there we go. I'll just unpin this message. There we go. There we go. Look at the 5 minute. I'll give you guys a minute to vote. No wrong answer, guys. Vote. Let me know what you think. We should have at least one bullish vote for 490 because Lousy Cook said he got a strike price for 490, so he definitely would want to see 490. I'd love to see 500 eventually. You know, let's get back up to 500. But this was a huge sell-off today. I mean, look at that. Look at those moves. Back to this previous resistance, which will now be a support level, but that breakout, that's what really helped. Beautiful breakout. And I should have went long on TQQQ yesterday. On the 30 minute, it is testing that moving average. 486.06. Looks like it went below it slightly, 485.76. And now trying to find some support. So we'll see. Is this support right here? 486 maybe? 486 level support. For a nice bounce. Nice rally. Be almost a 2%. 1.8% rally. Also, I'm officially 10 weeks post-op surgery from having hernia repair done. Yeah, 10 weeks, so I can run and fight and bike and skate and do whatever, right? Swim. I don't know. I don't do half of those things, but I'm just saying I could. I could do them. uh, Pumped for 2025, guys. So pumped. Super blessed to be able to wake up with you all every day and trade, make money in the markets. We locked in a few dollars. Watch, I'll show you guys. We locked in 10 bucks. Days realized 937. My SQQ. Do I have another one? No, I thought I had one share, but I don't. No open. So 1064. Not bad. On SQQQ. It was a 2% trade. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I just wish I would have held longer. Look where I sold. I sold way down here. And I sold down here at $34. I sold at $34. Now, not bad though, right? I identified opportunity. I identified direction. I bought down in this level. And I sold up in this yellow line right as it was selling off here, right? Could have held. Didn't. That's okay. Coulda, shoulda, woulda is not what we do here. Could have been $20, $30 day, but again, not a big deal. Not an issue. We want consistency. We want green days, and we want to be able to benefit from those green days, right? We want to make sure that we have more green days than red days, right? Great pattern here. Could have held. Why didn't I? This green candle here pushed up, and it pulled back, and that's when I started to get out. And then I sold my last one way up here. Well, not bad. Not a bad trade. Markets are still selling off. Markets. I say markets sound like Marcus. Marcus Aurelius. Markets. I don't know. Food for thought. 486. 486. I'll stay at 47. 47 is going to be my new alert for it to be bullish. 485.50. If it drops below 485.50-ish, it's probably just going to get cooked and sell off even more. So tomorrow, you guys are, let's talk about tomorrow then, okay? Tomorrow, right? We still got quite a bit of day left. So, again, if this breaks 485.75, this can sell off, guys. This can actually get below or get back to 484. And if it gets back below this 484 level, well, what is it? It's resistance, which means it's going to have even more selling pressure down to 465, you know, maybe even lower. Or is this our area of opportunity to get a retest on the moving average for it to be bullish? I'm excited. So will it touch down to this level today? Doesn't have to. It could, but it doesn't have to. Could it recover from any level at any time? Yeah, for any reason. But it looks like it is going to begin selling off even more. And if you guys are wondering, I'm looking at the 5-minute time frame on QQQ, which is a exact 1-for-1 of the NASDAQ, or it is the NASDAQ, okay? The NASDAQ market. Let's look at SPY. SPY is the S&P 500. Same thing, okay? S&P 500. Should we track SPY more? I feel like we should track SPY more. Let's go ahead and put it in our watch list. Because I feel like SPY is one of those companies that, like, it's very heavily correlated. Like, look at these. They look the same. And they are pretty much the same, right? The S&P 500 and the NASDAQ is slightly different. But yeah, not looking good for neither one of them. Possible bounce, though. And this will indicate what we're doing for tomorrow. So if we get more selling pressure today, down to here, we might get a retest tomorrow, and this might be bullish. If not, it may end up selling off even more and coming back to a lower level. So the only way to know is really just set your alerts, pay attention to the overall direction of the market, and then that will give us a better understanding of exactly where this will be tomorrow. Are we going to go long on it tomorrow morning or short on it tomorrow morning? I'm excited to find out. Also, we have our giveaway. Our monthly giveaway will now be on the first of every month, like always. But it'll. What I'm trying to say is it'll now be on April 1st. April 1st will be our giveaway. And actually, let me see. Can I get a calendar? Can I get a calendar here, guys, people? The first is on a Tuesday. So, Tuesday, I will not be live in the morning. I will not be live in the morning. I might still be able to do. I'll do the giveaway at some point. We'll figure that out. It's still going to be on April 1st. So definitely be a subscriber, because one of you lucky subscribers out of 7,000 subscribers will win a prize, either a prize or cash. And the we're still trying to figure out. I don't know if I want to do a spin this month. We're just gonna spin all the subscriber names, or if we're just gonna pick how we always do, the person with the most comments and visits. Also, actually, this month I do believe it was most YouTube show ups, live stream show ups. That's what it was. So whoever showed up the most this month during live streams, commented, interacted, will get put into the drawing. So out of 7,000 subscribers, I think there's like maybe 100, maybe even less than that, maybe like 20. And so the last couple days, let's do this. Last couple days, we'll add comments and we'll add viewership. So everyone who's watching today and over the next week will get double the admissions, I guess you would say. Double the, yeah, I'd say admissions, right? So, like already there's like a bunch of them here. I'll work out the fine details. Nonetheless, it's going to be every month on the 1st, we'll be giving away prizes to our LTE members and YouTube subscribers. All right. So that pretty much wraps it up, guys. I think we're just going to go ahead and get off the live today. I know everyone's busy. It is a Wednesday. I'm sure there's people at work and at school and doing several things. So I don't want to take up any more of your time. That is what we're watching for this week. Excited to share it with you. If you guys want to catch a live stream, then definitely subscribe, smash that notification bell so you know exactly when I go live tomorrow morning. All right. Thank you for your time, and I wish you all a great afternoon. And Ahmad, welcome back. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. It's weird being on 3-4 days. It's very odd. I don't like it. I like my schedule and routine, so I'm excited to get back into that routine with you all. I wish you guys the best, and we'll see you all over in the Discord. Talk to you later.